Hello and welcome to Nltv News. Now this is Johanna Murray and we'll start with the headlines. KOHIMA Police issues traffic regulations as part of the security arrangement in view of the budget session of Nagaland Legislative Assembly from March 19 to 25. No vehicles will be allowed to be parked by roadside from 6 a.m. onwards at the certain places during assembly sessions. Jonobodo District bids farewell to its outgoing Deputy Commissioner Peter Lichamo on March 17. Outgoing DC Lichamo has been promoted as Secretary Home Department KOHIMA. Entire India engages on colorful festivals of Mark to Mark Holi, which sees millions across the country in a catastrophic celebrations to embrace the arrival of the new season of spring. President Ramnath Kovind's Prime Minister Narendra Modi extends greetings to the people on occasion of Holi. Bihari Samaj of Dimapur on Tuesday celebrated Holika Dahan. Notably, Holika Dahan is celebrated by burning Holika at Demoness, which symbolizes the victory of good over evil. As the G23 leaders puts pressure for party revamp following Congress Party's recent poll debacle, senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad and some other members of G23 group to meet interim President Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi on Friday. Now the news in details. With the 5-day-long 11th session of 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly starting from March 9 to 25, KOHIMA Police have issued traffic regulations as part of the security arrangements. Issuing a press note release, KOHIMA Police Pro informed that only vehicles with car passes will be allowed entry to the Assembly Secretariat. For legislators, passes will be X symbol with white letter with blue background, while Y black letters with green background will be passes for AHOD and HODs. For staff of Assembly, an Assembly logo will act as pass, and for police personnel, it will be LH with letter with white background. IPR media and other department passes will have O black letters with yellow background. For staff, bus pools and DAK vehicles will be provided with passes on the Assembly duty with letters with red background. Further, the police have informed that no vehicles will be allowed to be parked on the roadside from 6 a.m. onwards during assembly sessions at the following locations: from BSNL telephone exchanges till Classic Islands, from Raj Bhavan till MS Classic Islands, from Classic Islands to Assembly Secretariat via Razu Point and High School, and from new CM residence Pujo Cha to Assembly Secretariat. The Naga National Council has accused India of trying to emerge as the champion of peace in the midst of Russia's invasion of Ukraine on fallacious claim that India has no history of invading any nations in our neighborhood or anywhere in the world. The NNC has especially taken note to the statement of Indian Vice President, Prime Minister and Defense Minister in recent labeling them as blatant lies. Notably, NNC Joint Secretary Asuyi Vado said in a press release that India should clean her mess in Nagaland before projecting itself as a champion of peace. The Southern Angami public organizations have called for a total ban within Southern Angami jurisdictions from March 21 to 23 in protest against Manipur government's failure to withdraw its security personnel from disputed area. Notably, the SAPO President KV Podo Sofi, General Secretary Sewulul Pucho stated that there was a call to resolve the disputed area and withdrawal of Manipur armed forces within KEZOLTSA. Furthermore, SAPO said that the joint representation will be submitted to Manipur Chief Minister by TPO President, Mao President, Maram Kulan President, SAPO President on November 20, 2021. However, SAPO said that Manipur government totally ignored and failed to honor and address issues till date. Moreover, SAPO has warned of harsher actions if security personnel were not withdrawn within the period. Zunheboto District bid farewell to its outgoing Deputy Commissioner Peter Lee Chamo on March 17. Remarkably, the outgoing DC has been promoted as Secretary Home Department KOHIMA. During his farewell speech, the outgoing DC requested the people to give all the support and cooperation to the new Deputy Commissioner as they have given him, so that his development progress is not hampered and people live in peace and harmony. Lee Chamo said that despite his best efforts, there still remains a lot to be done, and he requested to the public to be strong and continue their good work with strong determination and cooperation with the administration.
For the last a little more than 2.5 years, and during my stay here as DC, it was not only I who was doing it, but we all worked together. And I'm so fortunate that we could work together. And my stay here for the last more than 2.5 years was possible because of your support and cooperation and love. I thank all the people who have given me so much of present. I do not know how to thank you all. Anyway, wish you thanks. And also the district band, which has presented special 2 songs, and also Pikatoli Sumi, who has presented a very special song. I thank you all for all that. Whatever you have spoken about me, I do not know whether it is okay or not, but I really acknowledge whatever you have spoken about me. I will be going to KOHIMA. I will be joining next week. Your new DC will be, you all know, Rahul Mali. He is from Maharashtra. He'll be coming here. And as you have given me cooperation and support and love, so also you try to cooperate with the new DC and give support so that we can push, we can take ahead of our district. I would like to thank all the admin officers, my headquarters officers, all the outpost officers. I was very lucky. I had very good officers. So that way, we were able to carry on our administrative works. So we have so many things coming, which I did not mention, but you all know. Therefore, while carrying out so many activities in the district, we all have to work together. As we have been working together, I think that's how we were able to achieve certain things. But there are many things more to be done. So I request all of you to cooperate with the new DC also.
The Dimapur Power Department has informed on the functioning of prepaid recharge centers at Burma Camp and Jain Temple Road in Marwaripati from Monday to Saturday except on national holidays. Notably, the department through the Office of the Executive Engineer Dimapur Electrical Division has informed that the counters will be open from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. while on Saturdays the working hours would be from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Moreover, the Executive Engineer Y. Akito Sema informed in a press release on Thursday that an initial recharge worth ₹500 would be provided in order to allow the customers to get ample time to obtain the NOC and update in it the prepaid portal for subsequent recharge. NOC will be issued to those customers who have cleared all the outstanding arrears if any of the postpaid meters. Unless NOC is produced at the vending station, subsequently recharges will not be possible either at the recharge center or online. The release stated, as per the release, further queries regarding NOC and procedures after installation of prepaid meters can be made contacting the following officers for the respective subdivision: SDOE number 1 7005635565, SDOE 60098052261 and SDOE number 3 8974703616. Customers opting to recharge online after obtaining the NOC and registration its customer number in the prepaid portal can log into prepaid.dopn.gov and recharge online, and any queries related to prepaid recharge can be made by contacting number 8415900400. The GB Union Dimapur on Thursday has opposed the prepaid billing without prior sensitization. Notably, the union stated that it would not allow now new prepaid electricity billing system till the Power Department conducts appropriate sensitization and advocacy programs so as to make the consumers understand the pros and cons of the billing system. It may be mentioned that the union has adopted a resolutions earlier in February and also published subsequent statements in the local newspapers regarding the lack of adequate information and the billing system and the advantages of the prepaid electricity meters that are to be installed in all colonies. Moreover, the citizens from different colonies are apprehensive of the billing pattern, which seems to have discrepancy. Furthermore, the union has stated that until the Power Department initiates proper sensitization and advocacy programs in all the colonies, the GBUD should not cooperate with the installation idea since it is against the interests of the common people. Shuruhoto Range, Zanapoto has reported shortage of teachers in government schools. The Shuruhoto Range Student Union team conducted an educational tour covering all government schools in the area from March 14 to 15. Notably, the union in a press release stated that it has identified major loopholes in the educational institutions across Shuruhoto Range in Zanapoto district. The SRSU further said that the midday meals being misused. It may be mentioned that the SRSU covered 13 government primary schools, 5 government middle schools and 2 government high schools catering from 1,300 students in the area. Moreover, the union questions the Department of School Education, saying that the lack of sufficient qualified and staff sustainability which threatens the students' ability to learn and reduce teachers' effectiveness. The Bihari Samaj of Dimapur on Thursday celebrated Holika Dhaman at Ram Janaki High Secondary School from 8 p.m. onwards. Secretary of the Bihari Samaj Harinder Singh, while talking to NLTV, stated that Festival of Holi is celebrated of the victory of good over evil. Therefore, people must come forward to celebrate the festival by leaving aside one's own bad habits and practices. Notably, Holika Dahan is celebrated by burning Holika at Damanus, which symbolizes the victory of good over evil.
आज का जो शाम है हम लोग के लिए बहुत ही स्पेशल है, क्योंकि हमारी जो हिंदू समाज है वो हमारी परंपरा और संस्कृति के हिसाब से आज से नहीं सदियों से ये होलिका दहन का प्रोग्राम हम लोग करते हैं कि होली के शुभ अवसर पर हम लोग का यही उद्देश्य होता है कि आपसी भाईचारा हो, प्रेम हो, सम्यकता हो और दूसरी जो सारी चीज़ें अंदर में जितनी बुराई है आज के दिन हम लोग ख़त्म करते हैं। इसलिए सबसे पहले हम होलिका दहन के लिए सभी लोगों को ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं देते हैं। ये हमारी संस्कृति का एक बहुत बड़ा प्रतीक है। आज से नहीं सदियों से हमारे समाज का जो पुरानी जो वैदिक काल से है उस समय से हम लोग होली का प्रोग्राम करते हैं और होलिका दहन करते हैं। एक ही उद्देश्य होता है, इसमें हम सार्वभौमिक एकता के प्रतीक, हम सभी को एक समान समझते हैं। हमारा देश एक ऐसा है कि अनेकता में एकता है, इसमें हर कल्चर हर सभ्यता के लोग इसमें निवास करते हैं और हम सब मिश्रित जो भारत है, जो हमारी जो संस्कृति है, जो सबको लेकर आपस में चल रहा है। तो ये प्रेमचारा का संदेश देता है, एकता का संदेश देता है, भाईचारा को संदेश देता है। आज हम इसी उपदेश को लेकर के आगे बढ़ाते हैं। इसे सदियों से हम लोग मनाते आ रहे हैं और आज हमारा ये बिहारी समाज यहाँ ठाकुरबाड़ी के इस प्रांगण में राम जानकी हायर सेकेंडरी स्कूल में इस तरह का ऑर्गेनाइज किया है। ये फर्स्ट टाइम यहाँ पर ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया है। पहले भी हम लोग अलग अलग जगह में होलिका दहन करते थे, लेकिन इस बार हमारे बिहारी समाज की ओर से पहली बार होलिका दहन का प्रोग्राम किया गया है। ये मैसेज, क्लियर मैसेज यही है कि सब में आपसी भाईचारा बना रहे और एकता बना रहे। जो हमारी बुराई है उसको हम आज ख़त्म करें और अच्छाई को ग्रहण करें।
जैसा कि आप लोग जानते हैं कि होलिका दहन हमारे डिमापुर में भी बहुत साल पहले मनाया जाता था, लेकिन कुछ सालों में ये चीज़ ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं कर पाए हम लोग सही ढंग से। तो हमारे समाज के कुछ लोग कल एक सोच विचार किए और हम लोगों ने एक विचार किए कि होलिका दहन जो हमारा कल्चर है, जो होली आने से पहले एक तरह से हम लोग कहा जाए कि ये हमारे लिए ये ओपनिंग सेरेमनी जैसी ऐसी होती है, होली की वेलकम करनी जैसी होती है। तो ये होलिका दहन हम लोगों ने विचार किया कि हम लोग अपने ठाकुरबाड़ी बिहारी समाज द्वारा ये आयोजित किया जाए।
Staff of Noklak Town Council led by Administrator C. Punyang on Friday took the initiative to clean the main town area of Noklak. During the drive, new bamboo road dividers were also put into place for better traffic management, which will be used starting from today. Former junior table tennis champion Lalrin Puya of Mizoram has been acquitted from a drug smuggling case which led to his arrest 4 years ago in Mumbai. Mumbai Special Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Court has acquitted Puya. He has been arrested by Narcotic Control Bureau for allegedly smuggling drugs. Notably, Puya had won the Youth Boys title in the 77th Junior and Youth National Table Tennis Championship held at Dharmashala in 2015 and also represented India in the South Asia Junior Single Championship. It may be mentioned that acting on a specific tip-off, NCB officials on December 12, 2017 had intercepted Puya at Chirapati Shiva Maharaj International Airport in Mumbai when he was returning from Mozambique along with another table tennis player. The NCB officials had allegedly found 3.9 kg powder received to be methaquilin from his trolley, whereby NCB officials claimed what the drug was valued 60 lakh in the ILLICT market, since it was of commercial quantity. Striding provisions of Section 37(1)(b) of the NDPS Act was invoked. Colorful festivities of Mar Holi are currently underway in the entire nations, a festival which sees millions across the country hurl color powder at each other in the kaleidoscopic celebrations of embrace, the arrival of new seasons of spring. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday extended his greetings to the people on the occasion of Holi and wished that the festival brings colors of happiness in their lives. The political scenario within country's oldest party, the Indian National Congress, is witnessing some major developments in the recent days following its doubling in the recently concluded assembly elections in 5 states. Now reports have surfaced that senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad and some other members of G23 group will meet interim party president Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi soon. Though the meeting is expected to take place on Friday, the time of the meeting is yet to be finalized and the call will be taken after a consultation with Sonia Gandhi. Earlier, only Azad was scheduled to meet Sonia Gandhi. G23 leaders who have been calling for sweeping reforms in the Grand Old Party met on March 16 to discuss the party's debacle in the recently concluded assembly elections in Punjab, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Manipur and Goa. Significantly, in the recently held Congress Working Committee meeting, the party's ambiguous performance was termed as the cause of serious concern. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday inaugurated the year-long celebrations of the centenary year of the Malayalam daily Mathrubhumi through video conferencing. Notably, Mathrubhumi started functioning on 18 March in the year 1923. It has been at the foremost of the pushing across social reforms and developmental agenda while constantly highlighting issues of national interest. It may be mentioned that Mathrubhumi has 15 editions and 11 periodicals. Also, the Mathrubhumi book division publishes titles on a wide range of issues of contemporary interest.
On this occasion, my greetings to those associated with this newspaper. I also recall the contributions of those who have previously worked in this media house. Several leading lights such as Sri K.P. Keshav Menon, K.A. Damodar Menon, Kerala Gandhi, Sri K. Kelappanji, and I would like to remember MP Virendra Kumar, who oversaw the rapid growth of Matrabhumi. We will never forget his efforts to uphold India's democratic ethos during the emergency. On this,
Union Home Minister Amit Shah is on a 2-day visit to Jammu and Kashmir on Friday. Notably, he is scheduled to address the CRPF Raising Day Parade at the Maulana Azad Stadium and also to chair a high-level review of the security situations with senior officials of the MHA, Jammu and Kashmir Police, CAPF's intelligence and agencies and civil administration. It may be mentioned that the Union Home Minister will stay at the Raj Bhavan during his visit. On the occasion of Holi, President Ramnath Kovind extended his greetings to the citizens and wished that the festival of colorful infuses positive energy in everyone's life and makes the spirit of nation building stronger. The president, while taking down to Twitter, mentioned that Holi is a festival of colors and that it marks the oneness of spring season, bringing joy and zeal in the lives of the people. He further wrote that the festival is a living example of social harmony and togetherness, whereby children, youth, men and women of all ages and backgrounds celebrates the festival with full enthusiasm. Meanwhile, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also greeted the people on the occasion. That it is a festival which is celebrated with traditional flavor and enthusiasm throughout the country, and that Holi is a time for family, for friends to come together and rejoice in the spirit of spontaneous, joyful celebrations of life. The Vice President further added, saying that on the auspicious occasion of Holi, let us strive to strengthen the bonds of friendship and amity that holds the society together. A day after a historic theater in the key city of Mariupol, Russia-Ukraine war enters its 23rd day. About 130 people have been rescued so far, and about 350,000 residents hiding in the basement of theater hit by a Russian airstrike in the besieged southern city of Mariupol. According to reports, about 30,000 civilians have fled Mariupol city so far, and 80% of the residential housing was destroyed. In addition to the bombing of the theater, the city hall said a swimming pool of sheltering civilians, mostly women and children. The elderly have been sheltered. However, the counter-offensive launched by the Ukraine armed forces have stalled the advices of the invading Russian forces. Meanwhile, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky on Friday thanked Italy for offering the rebuild of historic theater in Mariupol. It may be mentioned that US President Joe Biden has warned Chinese President against avoiding military support for Russia. According to the White House sources, the president will speak to the Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday to discuss Russia's war against Ukraine and other issues of mutual concern. Biden is expected to tell Xi Jinping that he will face cost if Beijing rescues fellow autocration ally Russia from intense Western sanctions. On the other hand, Russia is being forced to divert large numbers of troops to defend its supply lines rather than continuing its attack in Ukraine. Meanwhile, air raid sirens on the western city of Kyiv, followed by the sound of explosion and a column of smoke few miles away from the city center. Furthermore, in Kharkiv, a rescue worker has died and another was injured after a shopping center was shelled on Thursday, sparking a fire that had burned throughout the night. 2 residential buildings were also damaged in the attack. Shriya Taruta, a former governor of Donetsk region, said rescue efforts had been hindered by the complete breakdown of social services and fear of future Russian attacks in the city. The United Nations Security Council has voted to establish formal ties with Taliban-ruled Afghanistan on Thursday. Notably, the Taliban regime in Afghanistan is yet to achieve widespread international reconnection. Meanwhile, the UNSC approved a resolution that states a 1-year mandate of the UN political mission in Afghanistan. However, the UNSC resolutions did not use the word Taliban. It may be mentioned that the resolutions was approved by UNSC by 14 votes with 1 abstention, that in Russia. Notably, the resolution includes provision of cooperation on humanitarian, political, and human rights matters. On the other hand, the Norwegian UN ambassador Mona Juul stated that the new mandate for UN mission of Afghanistan has crucial role to play in promoting peace and sustainability in the Afghanistan and to support the Afghan people as they face unprecedented challenges and uncertainty. A boy from Chennai created a Guinness World Record by solving Rubik's Cube in 14.32 seconds while riding a bicycle. Guinness World Record shared a video of Jaychandran Vitagasan in Instagram, saying he solved the Rubik's Cube in just 14.32 seconds. The video showed Jayarashtan riding a bicycle and solving the Rubik's Cube with both hands. Vitagasan has been working on polishing up his speed solving skills for the years until it was confident that he could do it and be able to achieve the title. The Guinness World Record stated in the site, according to reports, the record for solving Rubik's Cube in record time is held by Yu Sheng Du, who solved the cube in 3.47 seconds. Political leaders across parties on Friday extended their greetings to the people of the nation on the occasion of Holi. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, taking down to Twitter, extended his Holi greetings and wished for happiness, peace, good fortune and new energy in everyone's life. While on the other hand, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said that it is a festival associated with colors, positivity, vibrancy, happiness and harmony. Furthermore, BJP Chief JB Nadda wished that the Festival of the Color brings happiness, prosperity in everyone's life. Meanwhile, Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra also wished that all countrymen and very happy Holi and mentioned that it is a festival of the diversity of colors, collective joy and mutual interaction. Furthermore, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal urged people to celebrate Holi together with mutual love and harmony. It may be mentioned that Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sharma tweeted saying that may the Lord guide, Krishna guide everyone towards the path of righteousness and fill lives with colors of joy, while Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also extended his greetings to best wishes in all auspicious festivals and festival joy, special harmony, new Vihan. The Income Tax Department made its highest net collection in history with 48% tax MOP in UP in the current fiscal, backed by a 41% surge in advance tax payments. The net collection numbers as on March 17 is rupees 13.63 lakh crores, which is against rupees 11.18 lakh crore of 2018 to 2090 rupees 10.28 lakh crore of 2019 to 2020 and rupees 9.24 lakh crore of 2020 to 21. Thank you for tuning in. For more updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.
Nagaland TV, Stop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on GOTV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for KOHIMA and MOKOKCHUNG viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates,